Breaking news. Blake Lively demands Justin Baldoni's phone records to expose methods allegedly used to destroy her. Blake Lively is on the hunt for receipts. Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds' legal team subpoenaed phone records of Justin Baldoni and others involved in the courtroom showdown over an alleged plot to ruin the actress' reputation. Lively accused Baldoni of setting out on a smear campaign after allegedly sexually harassing the Gossip Girl, star on the set of It Ends With Us. Ms. Lively has initiated discovery that will expose the people, tactics, and methods that have worked to destroy and bury her reputation and family over the past year. Lively's lawyers, Mike Gottlieb and Esra Hudson, told Fox News Digital in a statement, "We will now receive all of the receipts that, unsurprisingly, are nowhere to be found on Mr. Friedman's website, and like Ms. Lively, those receipts will have their day in court." The legal team sent out subpoenas to phone carriers and internet providers in a move they claim will uncover irrefutable evidence. Baldoni spearheaded a smear campaign to destroy Lively's reputation. Phone records belonging to all of the individual defendants will expose the full web of individuals who were involved in the smear campaign against Ms. Lively. Another statement read, "Such records will provide critical and irrefutable evidence not only about who, but also about when, where, and how their retaliation plan came together and operated." Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, slammed the move as a fishing expedition. Subpoenas are an ordinary part of the litigation process. Friedman told Fox News Digital, "What is extraordinary is what the Lively parties are seeking. They are asking for every single call, text data log, and even real-time location information for the past 2.5 years, regardless of the sender, recipient, or subject matter. This massive fishing expedition demonstrates that they are desperately seeking any factual basis for their provably false claims. They will find none." Lively's team also subpoenaed records of Jed Wallace, who they claim helped Baldoni lead a negative campaign against the actress. In their internal private messages that Baldoni's team never expected anyone would see, they bragged that thanks to Jed's work they saw a shift in the narrative to putting a spotlight on Blake, and laughed at how sad it was that people so easily want to hate on a woman. Lively's lawyers told Fox News Digital, "We look forward to investigating more about Jed Wallace's entire business model and what else he was doing to distract from the very real sexual harassment and retaliation claims made by Ms. Lively. We are delighted to be able to start discovery on it." Meanwhile, Wallace, along with his crisis PR firm, Street Relations Incorporated, sued Lively for defamation on February 4th. The actress had named Wallace and his crisis consulting firm in her initial complaint with the state of California Civil Rights Department, but not her formal lawsuit. However, Wallace insisted reputation damage was already done and sued Lively, seeking punitive damages in an amount of not less than $6 million. In a statement to Fox News Digital about the defamation lawsuit, Lively's legal team said, "Another day, another state, another 9-figure lawsuit seeking to sue Ms. Lively into oblivion for speaking out against sexual harassment and retaliation. This is not just a publicity stunt. It is transparent retaliation in response to allegations contained within a sexual harassment and retaliation complaint that Ms. Lively filed with the California Civil Rights Department. While this lawsuit will be dismissed, we are pleased that Mr. Wallace has finally emerged from the shadows and that he too will be held accountable in federal court." In December, Lively detailed allegations of sexual harassment, retaliation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligence, and more against Baldoni and film producer Jamie Heath in a complaint first filed with the California Civil Rights Department and later in federal court. Baldoni, in his own lawsuit filed in January, insisted that Lively falsely had accused him in an attempt to repair her reputation amid the fallout around the movie's press tour after the actress took control of the film. Baldoni's legal team claimed that Lively had no evidence of a deliberate smear campaign and instead worked to repair her reputation by accusing the actor and others of sexual harassment. Both sides have denied the allegations. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, the warring co-stars of the summer box office hit It Ends With Us, have reached an agreement of sorts in their 2-month legal battle. They have agreed to keep disagreeing. On Thursday, Lawyers for both sides filed a joint letter to the Manhattan judge presiding over their now consolidated crossfire federal lawsuits, in which Lively accuses Baldoni of sexually harassing her on the set, and he accuses her of defamation. Their joint letter said they had zero interest in seeing a mediator and negotiating a settlement, despite the court ordering them in late January to begin the dispute resolution process. The letter asked U.S. District Judge Louis Lyman to exempt them from mediation. Litigants in employment-related cases are required to participate in a dispute resolution program unless a judge orders otherwise. The Lively and Baldoni legal teams have known since late January that settlement discussions would be premature, the letter to the judge said. After conferring again on Friday, the parties continued to agree that mediation was inappropriate, the letter said. The judge can decide at any time whether to let the parties off the mediation hook. Besides coordination, scheduling in late January, Thursday's agree-to-disagree letter is the first joint agreement in the growing Lively-Baldoni case file. The legal teams are otherwise quite busy. Both sides are preparing to file motions in which they will ask the judge to dismiss the other side's claims, the letter said. The web of Lively-Baldoni litigation also continues to widen. Lively's lawsuit, filed on New Year's Eve, names as defendants Baldoni's film studio, his fellow producers, and his publicists, who she alleges engaged in a retaliatory social media smear campaign against her after learning she was accusing him of harassment. Baldoni's lawsuit, filed 2 weeks later and seeking $400 million in defamation damages, lists Lively's husband, the Deadpool star Ryan Reynolds, as a defendant, along with her publicists. A former publicist for Baldoni has filed a separate lawsuit, as has Baldoni's former so-called crisis guru. Thursday's joint letter said Lively's team was preparing to imminently add still more defendants to the list of people she's suing. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to follow Business Insider on Microsoft Start.